They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Shifts by him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Duarte.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Operating from the gun, Franklin.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Finding Walker complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side.
Greenwood. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Off the play fake, Franklin. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Franklin.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers.
Second and 10.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on 1st down. Greenwood. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Greenwood. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeaux. And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off play action. Duarte.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Duarte.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Greenwood, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Franklin.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have retaken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Franklin.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Franklin.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury. And we'll be back in a moment.
Go!
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Duarte.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A final shot before break. Duarte. And it's caught. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they be.
He's got a man, complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 79 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running with power here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
60 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Here's a give up the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. From 3 yards out.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Duarte.
That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
2nd down and 4.
Off the play fake, Franklin. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
But that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
In motion goes the tight end. Flush to his right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Franklin escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeaux. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
The slot man in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Duarte.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back to throw. Duarte.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Franklin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on third down, Franklin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Franklin.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Operating from the gun, Franklin. Throwing right, and that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Franklin. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Off-play action. Duarte. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Off the play fake. Duarte.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Duarte. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Franklin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Greenwood. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Let's go now.
He's back to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Set up. Set go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
On the jump.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Tag. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd down, goal to go.
Go.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering